Привет, друзья. Hello, everyone. I'm a little sorry for the delay today. Привет, привет. So before we start, I forgot to take a couple of books here. So, unfortunately, today we can't talk about grammar because suddenly I realized that I ran out of paper. So I couldn't prepare the lesson, and unfortunately, I realized it too late. It was too late already. Whoop. Sorry, I'm charging the phone. So I had to quickly switch the topic, and today I have prepared my Russian language textbooks for you. Here they are. I'm gonna show you them a little bit, and maybe you can choose some resources for yourself. So they're gonna be like classic textbooks, some reading books, and some books about grammar. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of everything today, almost everything. So are we ready to begin? If we are, I guess we can start now. Almost. Привет, привет. I see more people joining. Hi guys, I see a lot of sponsors of my channel. Thank you so much, guys. People who have that little icon with their name, like the little flip-flop hat, or balalaika, or bear. They are sponsors of my channel. Thank you so very much. Whew. Okay, so today we speak about the Russian language textbooks. Of course, you can use them on your own by yourself, but it's much more effective when you use them together with a teacher. And some people still think that it's something really difficult to find a teacher, and actually it's not even expensive. It's not even that expensive, as expensive as a lot of people think. For example, if you go to italki, it's like the huge language learning website. If you go there, you can find people even with education, I mean the Russian language teaching education, who will agree to teach you for $5 per hour. Some of them are ready to do it like a language exchange thing, like for free. And it's much more effective, and it can save you hours and hours of learning on your own, because when you try to learn on your own, usually you don't have the like step-by-step plan on what to do next, how to do it in the proper way. And even like a couple of lessons with the teacher will clarify everything for you. So if you have any doubts, seriously invest some money and go find a teacher on italki, on Interpel, anywhere, any website where you can, even on Facebook. I know that a lot of Russian language teachers are on Facebook, but seriously, it really saves hours and hours of trying to find out how to learn Russian on your own. So some of these books you can use on your own if you are really brave and you like challenges. Of course, it's better to use them with teachers. One of my favorites is .ru. .ru, you see the name here. It's a very, very colorful and bright and very kind of current, like up to date textbook. It is written by Olga Dalmatova. So actually, it's a studying complex. It's not just a textbook. So it's for total beginners. They cover all kinds of topics here. Everything is very well structured. So some basic information like, hi, how are you? Where are you from? How old are you? Everything. Pronunciation. What I like about them, that they don't provide these stupid CDs, because honestly, most of computers, they don't even have CD-ROMs anymore. So sometimes even getting the audio is a problem. They provide downloadable MP3 files. They give you a link, so it's great. You can use it from your phone, you can use it from your computer. I like it a lot. So again, colorful, bright illustrations, and I really like the structure. However, this one is pretty challenging. How they move forward, that's really fast. That's really, really fast. It's not like you're going to repeat the same stuff again and again with those tiny steps. No, it's really rushing forward. So if you are ready, this one is for you. I believe they sell it on their website. I bought it from their website. I don't remember which one it was, but I'm sure if you Google it like .ru, Dalmatova, you will get the website. And I think they even deliver it worldwide. I was living in Russia, so they sent it to me from Russia, so it was not that expensive. The authors themselves live somewhere in Europe, in Switzerland or something. So if you live in Europe, they will deliver it inside of Europe. So what's good about it, that you don't have to spend too much money on delivery between countries. And also they have workbook with exercises. I don't like this as much because it's black and white. Black and white, and the quality, I don't know what happened here. I guess you wouldn't be able to see it like that when I show it on the screen, but it's kind of all blurry, and the quality is kind of questionable. But again, all those exercises for people who like to do grammar exercises, this is incredible. So you can write right here with your pencil. So it's a great addition to the textbook itself. I'm using my little stickers. For this one, I use with a lot of my students. In Skype lessons, one of my favorites. So again, if you're looking for something to work with a teacher, .ru is what you should pay your attention to. Okay, the next one is another textbook, one of my absolute favorites. It's Русский souvenir by Irina Mazilova. Amazing lady, amazing author, and amazing teacher. I think she's one of those really talented teachers who can get you involved in learning, and at some point you forget that you're actually learning and studying in class. She kind of makes it very simple and just like a lot of fun. I met her many times and she's absolutely incredible. So her book is called Russian Souvenir, Русский souvenir. This one is for elementary students. элементарный уровень, so for total beginners. Oh, Daniel, thank you so much for your support. Большое спасибо. Спасибо. So again, this one includes not just a textbook itself, but also a workbook, рабочая тетрадь, and even a book for a teacher. And it's even larger than the workbook. So here it's all explained how to use this material. So this one is for people who are a little bit slower in their learning. Not everybody likes to rush forward and study something new every day and get more and more and more. Some people like to do just small steps. In Russian, we have this proverb, тише едешь, дальше будешь. Something like the slower you go, the further you will eventually end up. So quietly, slowly, moving forward. Again, what I like about it, it's very colorful, it's very bright, it's very nice to use. I know that a lot of textbooks, they have this problem. They're very boring. They have only text and everything is black and white. No illustrations, no infographics, nothing. So here it has everything. Introductions, like how to introduce each other, where you're from, studying, in the city, countries and nationalities, cuisine, house, health, people, transport. So all the topics that you're going to use in real life, they are all here. So I like this textbook a lot. Especially it will work for Europeans, for Americans, and as Irina said herself, not so much for the Chinese students. It was very funny to me to listen to her saying that. But for example, one of the common exercises in any textbooks, I remember we had this in our English textbook in school, some famous people here, and we should kind of name who they are. And in China, not in China, but I mean among Chinese students, thank you so much for your support. Спасибо. So the Chinese students recognized only one person here. Guess who it was? Chinese students recognized only one picture. What do you think? Obviously, Jackie Chan was the only one they recognized from all these people. So this textbook is not universal. It wouldn't work for everybody. So it's more European kind of oriented, like Western culture oriented. But again, it's very comprehensive and very interactive. And I really like how it's organized. Amazing. What I like about Ira, that she does everything herself. It's one of those people who does everything by themselves. So literally she learned from scratch how to do it in InDesign program, and she did everything herself. It's so incredible. Her sister drew the illustrations for her, and it's just incredible. It's incredible. So again, it is called Русский Souvenir. This is a textbook, and let me show the workbook to you. So compared to the .ru, what I don't like about the previous one, it's black and white and it's boring, and the printing quality here is much worse than is here. So even the workbook is all colorful, and it's just really, it's so nice even to hold in hands. It's just, I don't know, I just love paperback books. So this one is a pure pleasure to hold and to work with it. And if you are a teacher who teaches Russian, for you, she has this very detailed book for teachers about how to use her textbook more effectively. So again, it's Русский souvenir. So where to get it? If I were you, I would just contact Irina directly. She's everywhere. She's on Instagram, she's on Facebook. Oh, thank you, Penny. Спасибо. Thank you for your support. Спасибо. So again, her name is Irina Mazilova. Let me show it to you in English. There she is, very beautiful and very professional. So you can contact her on Instagram, on Facebook. She has her website. I don't remember. I think it's Russian blog. Oh yeah, it's www.russianblog.com. So I think she sends them even directly from herself, but I'm not sure about that. They are on Amazon for sure, but probably they are much more expensive there. But I don't know, I haven't checked for a while, so I'm not sure about how much they cost now. Also, if you are above the elementary level, Irina has published, actually it's self-published, which is even more amazing. She had a little conflict with the publishing house with that book, so then she learned how to publish a textbook on her own, and she had to change the name. Now it's called New Souvenir, Новый Souvenir, and this is for B1 level. What is B1? It's like intermediate. So there is usually elementary level from the very beginning, from scratch. Then we have basic, it's A2, and then we have B1. B1 is intermediate, so when you are quite comfortable with Russian already. So again, this one is amazingly colorful and nice, and it has a lot of games inside, and it's just a lot of fun to use. And here I like that she included a lot of historical stuff. So it's not just pure fun and entertainment. You also will learn a lot about the Russian culture, Russian history. And by the way, give me some time. I don't remember where exactly it is, but it's kind of awesome. Wait a second. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Guess who's here? Yeah, I guess I gained a couple of kilos since that time, but actually that's me. Yeah, that's me. It's lesson, what lesson is that? I think it was 5. Yeah, it's 5. Lesson 5. I'm there with my video about traveling to the house of Leo Tolstoy. Maybe you saw it on my YouTube channel. I traveled there with my family. It's called Yasnaya Polyana. Yasnaya Polyana is a wonderful and beautiful place. So in my channel, you can look it up, Yasnaya Polyana. Amazing. Amazing. And so this book, I really like it. I really like it and highly recommend it. I think she has published it twice already. The first one, I think I have 2 of them. The first one had a couple of typos because she was publishing it on her own, and then she corrected everything, and I think these she sells herself. But some bookstores have it too. For example, in Greece, I think they sell it in Saloniki. I remember she was meeting with the kind of Russian books shop owner or something like that. I'm not sure. We have a video with her. Again, it's a very informal one on my channel because we just met there and just had fun on the Russian language conference last year in Greece. And I just came to her and we were having some kind of a nice lunch there. And it looks kind of strange, that video, but if you like to watch how people eat, you can look up Russian girls eating and talking. And that's me and Irina on my channel. So this is, again, B1. It's not for beginners. It's an intermediate level. Новый souvenir. As usual, she has the workbook here. The workbook. Oops. Oh, yeah, she gave me a little card with cases. Here, I forgot that I put it here. So this one is black and white already. Not as colorful, but it's very well structured, and I recommend this a lot to you. Oh, where is Жили были? Where is Жили были? Yes, here it is. This one is very, very popular among teachers. It's Miller Жили были, 28 lessons of the Russian language. I like the first lessons here, not a big fan because it's kind of old-fashioned already. So just even compared to those that I've showed you just now, you can see for yourself. Yeah, I'm not going to even to say anything, but kind of boring, to be honest. So it's just really, it's a great material, and grammatically, like in terms of vocabulary, it's really, really good, especially at the beginning. But I guess it would work only if you are working with a teacher who also prepares all kinds of other materials for you, because using just this one, it's really boring. It's really boring, especially for younger people who are used to all those colorful things and phones and videos and everything. So seriously, this one, it's just kind of very, very boring. Old school people would love this stuff because it's strict, very well structured, hardworking. Welcome here. So again, жили, были. And here, unfortunately, the audio comes in this CD. I have no idea how to use it because I don't have a place where to put a CD in my computer. And I don't even have a computer anymore. Anyway, they have a workbook also. And the workbook is even more boring, unfortunately. But again, this is great. Again, I highly recommend this one. It's very, very good. But if you are ready to concentrate on hard work without kind of enjoying illustrations and everything. So, for example, I like this stuff. I like just black and white things, but I have just worked with so many people, so I know that a lot of people really don't like this stuff. So if you are like me, that's for you. If you like something more up to date and more fun and more interactive, yeah, check out the previous ones like .ru, Русский souvenir, the new Поехали book. By the way, unfortunately, I can't show you the book of Stanislav Chernyshov, the new book, Поехали. You definitely know that textbook if you are any kind of serious about learning Russian. He is, I think, one of the most popular Russian language teachers, Stanislav Chernyshov, and his textbook Поехали is used all over the world. He himself has a Russian language school in Petersburg, and I have a video with him on my channel. He explains about how to go to his school if you want to study in Russia. And also he is a teacher and a professor at the university in Austria, so he works with his textbooks there too. But unfortunately, I can't show it to you because of our little incident. Oh, Dan, thank you so much for your support. Dreaming of reading War and Peace in Russian. Good luck. Good luck. I did it. If I did it, you certainly can do it. So good luck. War and Peace is a tough thing, but definitely you can do it. So I used to have the old edition of the Поехали textbook, but when I was moving to Slovakia, I knew that the new one was going to be published. So I was very limited in terms of what books to take with me. So I left the old one, and Stanislav was going to send his new books to me. And actually, when he was in Graz, Austria, he sent those books to me, but for some reason, Slovak postman decided that the address was wrong. So after a month of holding those books in the post office, they simply sent it back to him. And it's so absurd. And then he was in Russia already, so we decided he wouldn't send it again to me. But so now I still don't have those books, unfortunately. But I watched several webinars about them, and he has webinars about them, I think, available on his YouTube channel. It's called Learn Russian, but I'm not sure, I don't remember. He does that Russian calendar series of videos, so check out his channel, Stanislav Chernyshov, amazing Russian teacher, a lot of useful information on his channel. And you will see the review of his new Поехали book. Highly recommended. Another book that I'm not showing to you today because I don't use it at all is called Дорога в Россию, The Road to Russia. This one is very popular with those who study at the university because it's used for foreign students who are going to apply to Russian colleges and universities. And especially Asian students love it a lot because it's a lot of grammar, a lot of hard studying again, so not so much kind of funny teaching there, very, very serious. So if you like learning that way, check out Дорога в Россию. Дорога в Россию, Road to Russia. Oh, Michael is here. Привет, Stanislav rapper. Yeah, he does Russian rap. Quite fun. So again, Поехали and Дорога в Россию. I'm not showing them to you, unfortunately. What I am showing to you is Ollie. Ollie, I love Ollie. He is absolutely amazing. I don't think he actually learns Russian. At least last time I talked to him, he said he wasn't actually learning Russian himself, but I'm not sure. Maybe he started to do it. However, he has this series of books, short stories in Russian, in Spanish, even in English he has them. And they are pretty good. He sent it to me about like a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago. I don't remember exactly, but I use it a lot with my students. It's very easy to understand. So here You have very comprehensible stories, and after each chapter, you have a glossary, the vocabulary, the new words here, and questions for the text. I like questions. I like questions because they help your brain to start working in a new way rather than just reading and through that. So when you answer some questions after reading, it's completely new level there. So this one I highly recommend for those who study Russian on their own, short stories in Russian. This one is definitely valuable on Amazon. I'm not sure about the price because I got mine for free, of course. Nice to be a teacher. So I'm not sure about the price. Also, lately he published, I think, some dialogues. I haven't checked it out yet, so I can't recommend it yet. But something about everyday dialogues and everyday conversations in Russian. So check out Ollie Richards. And if you are interested in the theory of learning languages in general, you can check out his podcast. I listened to it several times. It's very nice. Also, if you are a language teacher, like any language teacher, he and his friend Yan, they organize a lot of events for teachers in different places. They go somewhere. Oh yeah, Nastya says that he doesn't know a word in Russian. Yeah, doesn't know a word in Russian, making Russian books, no problem at all. So be like Ollie. Be like Ollie when it comes to work. So, very interesting person. I like him a lot. He's a nice guy. So check him out. Ollie Richards. Highly recommend again. What else? This one I bought on a Russian language conference last year. It's a comparative grammar, Russian and English. This would work better for those who are pretty good in Russian already because it's some serious comparative stuff here. For teachers, that would be nice. So here they take a piece of grammar, for example, like one of the cases, like genitive case, родительный падеж, and they compare it with Russian with English. So how to show the same thing that we demonstrate with the genitive case in Russian, how it is used in English. So this is the way to work with English speaking students to show the Russian grammar through the lens of the English grammar. So this is quite interesting. Let me check who's, it's Zlatoust. Very, very famous Russian language publishing house. They have a lot of books they have. So check Zlatoust. I'm not sure if they have anything in English here, how to show it to you. I don't think you will be able to see it. So if somebody can write it in the chat, that would be really nice. Zlatoust. Компаративная русско-английская грамматика. Comparative Russian-English grammar. Okay, we're almost done with it because most of my books I left in Russia. Unfortunately, didn't take them with me. And another one I want to recommend. Let me check out. So this one, I think, yeah, it's not for beginners. Одна жизнь, две культуры. Again, this is Zlatoust. This is their logo. So this book is for reading. This is for reading. And it shows you the biographies. If Mike is here, Mike, if you are here, this is for you. Famous chess people. So if you're interested in chess playing, here you go. Here you go. So what is it? It's telling the biographies of people who were originally from Russia and mostly from the Soviet Union, but then they moved to other countries. So different ballet dancers, chess players, composers. Aviation. So everybody can find something here. What I like here, they use stress marks and they have some additional information on the side, illustrations, and even though it's black and white, I think here it's not necessary to have those bright illustrations. It's not about that. Vladi. Again, after each chapter, you have different exercises, different questions, just to review the materials. Culturology test in the ending. So this is pretty good. I think it's available on their website. But again, it's not for beginners. If you are just now... Каспарова нет. Нет, по-моему, Каспарова здесь нет. Кто здесь есть? Пирожков, Рыбак, Гейм, Шарапова, Шинякин, Барышников, Сикорский, Рерих, Рахманинов, Набоков. Нет. Каспарова нет. It's for at least A2 level, at least A2. Much better if you are B1 already, so intermediate Russian. In that case, perfect for you, because again, I really love when language learning is combined with learning about culture, about history, and especially through biographies. Because reading about some historical events, it's too distant anyway. But if you learn about the same events through the prism of somebody's life and how those events affected someone's life, really, not theoretically, that's a completely different thing. So this book is great if you want to learn about how the Soviet people were living there. Again, Zlatoust, одна жизнь, две культуры. One life, two cultures. One life, two cultures. Whoa, it's falling down. Also, here I want you actually just to remember what's the cover. Oh my god, it's one of those situations when I just forget the most common words. So the cover, they have dozens and dozens of books like this, like green. Oh, Mike has already bought a book. Great. What was the price? Let me know in the chat, because I have bought them like a long time ago and I'm not sure. This one, how much was this one? I think I took off the price from here. Yeah, I have no idea now how much this one costs. This one was 14 euros. 14 euros. And I think it was on sale. Yeah, it was 20 euros before, but then it became 14. They are not cheap. They are not cheap, but still very, very good resources. Of course, everything is for free available now, but I think sometimes it's really good to invest in books. It makes you more motivated to work for what you have paid. So these people, they make books about learning Russian. If you are very serious about it, you can check it out. For example, this one is Russian grammar in tables. Very simple. Oh, they try, not very simple, of course. But you see, it's explained in comparisons. So if you like those graphic type of things, that's for you. And again, if you see those, I think you can Google Flinta here. I don't know, I guess it's blurry. This one. They have a lot of books. The series Русский язык как иностранный, Russian language as a foreign language. Russian is a foreign language here. They have like dozens and dozens of them. They have Russian fairy tales. They have difficult things about Russian grammar. It's like another book of that. Russian vocabulary. There are just so many of them. I have about 10 of those books, but since I have already read them, I've just left them in Russia, so I can't show them to you. I only took those that I haven't read yet. So again, if you like tables, if you like simple graphics like that when it comes to grammar explanations, check out «Русский язык как иностранный», «Просто о сложном», simply about difficult. Mike is asking, do you have Ignatiy Dyakov's books? Oh no, unfortunately, but you can definitely check out, if Nastya is still here, maybe she can give you a link. You can go to Anastasia Semina's channel, and I think it's called Russian with Anastasia, and she has a wonderful series of interviews with the authors who wrote Russian language textbooks. She has the interview with Stanislav Chernyshov, and with many people there, so check them out. And actually, yeah, that's it. I don't have anything with me. Some of books I have in electronic form, and most of my books, unfortunately, were left in Russia because they're so big, and when I was moving, I chose my son's children's books as a priority. So you see, I took all the Schmack books with me instead of taking Russian language textbooks, because now I mostly work online. These I was using mostly with my private lessons, like when you meet a student in a cafe and you sit with them and you teach them. Now I use electronic versions of almost everything. Matthew, thank you so much. Спасибо. Thank you very much. So I guess that's it for today. If you have any questions, let's quickly answer them because it's been 40 minutes again. Oh my god, I thought it would be like 20 minutes. So I hope you can find some book that's useful for you. For self-learning, I don't have it with me again because I don't use it anymore. You can use the Penguin series. You can search on Amazon Penguin Russian and you will see it as a little black book. The bad thing there is that there's no audio, but just as one of the sources, it's good, like an additional source, just to kind of try to understand some things. Again, it's Penguin Russian. Pretty nice. So, any questions? What do you think of Sputnik language course? I don't know. I haven't checked it out. Thank you for all the compliments about my work. Thank you. Спасибо, спасибо. Thank you. Yeah, the new Penguin Russian course. Yes. Do you have any tips on accurately judging your level? You can only do that by passing some. I think those tests are available online now. For example, Moscow State University, MSU, they provide those tests. Actually, you can go to Google and check out tests for Russian as a foreign language, and you will see a couple of them. But I don't know. I don't know if they are effective now. And I Actually, I'm not even kind of, I don't even like dividing students like that, like A1, A2. It's for those who study in college. If you are just learning Russian on your own, don't even bother about those divisions. Duolingo and Memrise. You can use them, of course, why not? But don't use them alone. Combine them with all the other resources, especially textbooks and different authentic materials, because Duolingo is quite fake Russian there. Some phrases that you will never meet in everyday life, and that just really fake for Russians. Nobody speaks like that. But in terms of growing your vocabulary, maybe it's working. Mike, спасибо. Thank you very much. Спасибо. Okay. Hi from China. Hi. Not so many Chinese students, unfortunately, here because YouTube is not working there. So only people who use VPN, they can come here. But I think there is some Chinese resource, and some nice person was taking my videos and added Chinese captions there, and they uploaded my lessons to that Chinese site. I forgot the name. So thanks to those people, Chinese students can study Russian with me as well. As for the exercises in Russian, I highly recommend Havronina. Wonderful exercises. It's again very boringly looking, but it's extremely effective. Havronina. I think all the Russian teachers use this book. What time is the next lesson? I think tomorrow we have a book reading. People are asking, where's your champagne today? It's enough to drink champagne once on your channel, so all the other times people are going to ask me. I'm not an alcoholic. Okay. How to do language exchange. I don't believe in language exchange because it always turns out that one person is practicing English and a person who planned to practice Russian just spends time speaking English all the time. So I'm not sure if you have some positive experience in language exchange, let me know, but unfortunately, most of the times it's not that effective. Пока, Mike. When are you cooking more pancakes? Next week, I guess. And now I actually was going to watch the movie. I still have not chosen which one. Maybe Ford and Ferrari, or maybe 1917. Svetlana Alexievich, I haven't read the book, unfortunately. I've heard a lot about her, but haven't had a chance to read them on my own. 1917, I have watched it twice already in Russian in the movie theater, so I'm thinking about watching it in English now again because it was such a great movie. Oh my goodness. And also, of course, I watched Ford and Ferrari at the movie theater. I watched everything. I just live there. I live in the movie theater. So, okay, guys, it's been 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Havronina, amazing book. I'm not sure if it's available on Amazon or somewhere. It's definitely available online, but I'm not sure. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for staying with me. I see you tomorrow here at the same time. So if you are watching now, be here tomorrow, same time, and we are reading another book. I'm not sure which one yet, but I'll try to figure it out by tomorrow. So thank you very much for staying with me, and bye bye. Пока-пока.